Welcome! E aí, galera, beleza? Bem-vindo à nossa comunidade.
Welcome to our community.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's OGC here. Welcome to today's video. Today we are doing a hero spotlight on my favorite hero. This is going to be on Elena. Elena is a absolutely amazing hero, and every single player out there needs their very own Elena. Before we fully jump in, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button. That way, if there are any changes and you need updates for the game, you will be notified. So make sure you turn on the notifications, smash the like button, because who wouldn't like this? And anyways, Elena is a general hero. She's super important because her overall purpose for the battle, even if she isn't the most active hero out there, her primary purpose is to offer over 50% magic damage reduction. So if you are struggling against Lich, Elena will help you if you don't have her yet. Are you guys tired of those dragons? Well, get Elena, because she'll reduce their damage drastically. She is needed. She is needed for pretty much all levels of play. She's a huge hero, even if it doesn't look like she does much. Now, how to get Elena? Great question. I'm glad that you asked. You can purchase her the same way that you can purchase a hero if you want to spend money to get her. However, I do need to do a little side note that your first purchase of $9.99, make sure it is Jax and nothing else. You can also get Elena from the hero chest, so you can get her for free. You just need to save up enough hero coins and spend enough time waiting to accrue it, and a little bit of luck, and you too will have Elena. So at the time we're recording this, Elena has 3 different hero sets that she could use if she wants. The hero sets look like the craftable one. The craftable one allows for friendly units to plunder resources 10% faster. This is fantastic for Siege, and honestly, if you are going purely for stats, this is a wonderful way in which to increase your stats, because you can get these flawless for free. It just requires time to farm honor. The next set is going to be the Dragon set for the generals. What this will do is, if you have any type of units or troops that are not moral immune, or they're humanoid, like say miners, snipers, archers, spears, monks, etc., then this is a really good set for you. This also affects melee troops. So I know the staple can offer like no moral collapse for your ranged troops for the first 20 seconds. This will actually affect the melee troops. It also has really high command. So if you are going to try and win the command set, this is a great set to increase your command. And the third and final set that is released at this point in time is going to be the Clash of Fate General set. What this does is everything that's nearby Elena at the start of the battle, you'll actually be able to offer them a one-time use where when they take damage of 20% of their max health or higher, it's going to negate that damage. It doesn't sound like much, but it definitely helps. So I highly recommend that one. As far as the Drake set, it is not out yet, so that's why it's important to subscribe, guys. That way, when the Drake set for Generals is released, you guys will be able to tell exactly what it is and change up your Elena if you like that set. So for items, as far as the weapon and stuff, I would consider doing a Heaven's Edge, which is the moral increasing sword, or whatever you want for stats. There's really only one specific item that is a must-have for Elena, and it is going to be the Badge of Righteousness. I believe that there is another version of this, but what this does is it offers +1 to magic resistance. When it comes to Elena, she is all about this one skill called magic resistance. That is her primary purpose, is that one singular skill. So getting +1 to that, absolutely massive. There are things that increase cavalry mastery, which will be useful if you are playing human and you are using cavalry. Again, if you're using a troop type and a mastery is offered, make sure you use that mastery and consider the +1 items. So there's a +1 to cavalry mastery. There is also +1 to summon the cavalry. There's also, I think there might be +1 to saving lives. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comment section below. But anyways, this is going to be her bread and butter, is the +1 to magic resistance. It is a must-have. As far as the artifacts for Elena, what I recommend is if you have a specific type of artifact that you want to last for a while in the battlefield, say your Origin Stone, then consider putting that on Elena, because Elena is a very safe type of hero. She's going to hang out in the back line. So because of that, something like an Origin Stone, if you really want to make sure that you have that around, is huge. I go with the High King's Justice because it offers a lot of command and is a utterly useless artifact because, again, Elena is just there for the magic resistance, and command will increase the magic resistance, so this tends to fit. Another really good option that you can go for is a 2-star or higher Cilantris. The reason why that is good is because people will target your Elena, and it will also guarantee that your Elena lasts for as long as possible. Now, when it comes to her prisms, as far as the prism setups, what I would highly recommend is do a prism setup that is going to benefit your heroes or your troops or your dragon for a long period of time. Elena is a very, very safe type of hero. She should not be dying unless you're losing the fight anyways, and because of that, you'll want a prism out there, and she's a great, great safe hero to put on a massive prism as long as you keep her alive. For Elena's skills, her first one is going to be Strategic Retreat. So this is actually going to be an active skill, and it is on a separate cooldown than all of your other skills. So you can use this one and it will not affect your other active skills. What it will do is it will actually remove a troop or a dragon from the battlefield. Now this sounds horrible, right? Like, why would you ever want to retreat something? Say you're doing PvP and your dragon is down to a sliver of a health and you don't want to spend 100 Lenari to revive it. At the very last second, retreat your dragon. Or say you're doing a siege and you put in the wrong troops or the wrong gear and you're just going to lose that siege really bad. Pull out your troops and keep them alive. This is really useful in higher levels of play to deny your enemies from getting a moral boost when they're about to finish off a unit. The next one is called the Cavalry. So this isn't bad skill overall. It costs one health, and what it will do is it will summon some Templars or Cavalry from the human race to run forwards. It's not bad overall. If you play anything where your troops can go to the hospital instead of just straight up dying, so pretty much anything besides Lich, then saving lives is going to be a skill for you. As long as Elena is on the battlefield, and this is maxed out at level 7, they will have a 7% chance of going to the hospital instead of to the graveyard. Not a bad thing overall. Next, she has Cavalry Specialist. So this is a mastery for your Templars or your Cavalry. It's pretty huge if you are using Templars and or Cavalry. If you're not, then that's okay. You can put in extra points in here after you finish saving lives and also magic resistance, and also call the Cavalry because this will benefit your summoned troops as well. Now there's this skill, and this skill is absolutely insane. This is called Ready and Willing. Ready and Willing, this allows Elena to level up faster than any other hero. So we'll come back to this in 1 second. Her last skill and her bread and butter is magic resistance, and when this is at level 6, 5 out of 5, and you get the +1 from the trinket, it's actually going to offer 55% damage mitigation from magic stuff or magic resistance, and also having increased command on Elena, which is a good stat for her because she is a general, will actually reduce magic damage taken. Now, in order to get 5 out of 5 or even level 6 with the +1 trinket on Elena, she needs to be level 45. And thankfully for you, she's the easiest hero in the game to level up. So what happens is you'll want to make a separate which one is it? You'll want to make a separate skill set for Elena and just focus on Ready and Willing. And as she levels up to different tiers, level up Ready and Willing, and make sure to move back to your normal skill set when you go back to do PvP. But what Ready and Willing does is, as you level up and you increase this, it's going to make your EXP gains on Elena that much better. Important to note, using EXP cards like the 10k or the 50k or even the 600k, it will be affected by this number, which means that she is the fastest hero to level up. She's the easiest and cheapest hero to level up Getting her to 45 for the max out magic resistance is obtainable for everybody. It's super easy. So when using Elena on the battlefield, she's just like Avalon, where you can see that there are going to be two different colors. There's going to be like almost a neon green and like a teal type of color. If you place her in the neon green up front, she's going to run forwards during the battle, and she's just going to run forwards and die. It's not the best thing in the world. If you place her in the back, in the teal area, she's going to hang back. I might have to get another hero out here. She's going to hang in the back portion of the battlefield, and that's going to actually keep her very, very safe. I highly, highly recommend putting your Elena all the way in the back line for all of your fights. That way she stays super, super safe, and nothing should affect her. Now, as far as her skills, she has two different actives. The first one is actually going to be called the Cavalry, which you can see a bunch of gold Templars, because this is a pretty high level, will come out. Having higher castle level will also affect this. Then you have strategic retreat. So say our mechs, we want to keep our mechs alive, we can pull them out of the battlefield. This is really good for denying the enemy's moral boost, for saving your troops, and yeah, it's a good skill overall. When it's needed, don't just do it to use it. Please do not do that. And for my Elena, for like an example build, I'm actually going with the Blink Dagger. I'm going for stats. Same thing for stats. My main stats that I want to win is going to be Command and Stamina. So I have gear that reflects that. Same thing with the Trinket. And the +1 to Magic Resistance Trinket. As far as the artifacts, I kind of already told you why I use the High King Justice. It's an absolutely useless artifact. But it is a decent boost for command. And for the prisms, for her, I'm using the Dragonic armor for right now, just so that my dragon on the front line stays alive long enough to make a difference in the fight. As far as the skills that I am using, I do have 2 points in strategic retreat, and part of this was so I could cast it twice. Once to remove a turtle, and once to remove my dragon. Honestly, I think at least 1 point into this, so you can pull your dragon out. I think that's probably going to be the biggest thing. I also have magic resistance fully maxed out, because that is everything, and from there I focus on saving lives, then call the cavalry, then cavalry specialists. I do have that other setup that I showed you guys with the ready and willing, so that as I level her up, I always switch to this so that she gets the most benefit. So that is my Elena. Hopefully you guys are interested in the Hero Spotlights. I have a brand new playlist for Hero Spotlights 2020 updated. Make sure to go check that out if you want more information on other heroes. That should be located at the end of this video. So please make sure that you like, share, subscribe, smash all the buttons, do all that good stuff, because you guys are awesome people. In the description of this video and all videos, we have a bunch of cool information like our Facebook page, Discord, merch store. Feel free to check out the Patreon page. That helps us out the most, so thank you to all the Patreons out there. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic day, guys.